Hey, this is Mr. Ayton, and it is week 18 and 19 chemical reactions. We're just going to finish out all of our chemical reactions. We will be done after this, and we're going to finish this out 2 weeks in a row through what we're going to do complex ion reactions, or what we sometimes call a coordination complex. So when we're going to form a coordination complex or a complex ion, what we're going to do is we're going to take a metal ion and we're going to add a ligand to it. We're going to add a ligand with that metal ion. And when we have a metal ion and a ligand, first of all, we know what a metal ion is. It's a metal that is aqueous. So we're going to have to show its charge. What is a ligand? A ligand is something like excess ammonia, or excess hydroxide, or excess chloride, or fluoride, or bromide, or iodide, and excess cyanide. So it's something that is in excess. And we'll end up finding that these ligands are also called Lewis bases, whereas the metal ions are always going to be our Lewis acids. Now, how are we going to do these reactions? We're going to easily take our metal ion, so we're going to have a metal plus its charge, okay, and we're going to add our ligand to it. Let's say we're going to add hydroxide to it, okay. What we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up getting a complex ion, which is we're going to get our metal with something like the hydroxide ion, and we're going to take a look at the charge of the metal ion. Whatever the charge of the metal ion is, we're going to double that charge, double that metal ion's charge, okay, down here. Whatever this number is down here, we're going to end up balancing it by putting a coefficient here in front of the hydroxide. And then we're going to end up balancing out our charges, adding up our charges from our reactants and adding that charge right here in our products. And that's how we're going to do every single one of these reactions. Let's get to some of those reactions. Our week 18 chemical reactions is excess ammonia is added to a solution of copper 2 chloride to produce a coordination complex. Here we have our copper ion. It's copper plus 2, making sure to put the charge. We're going to add our ligand or our Lewis base to it, which is going to be ammonia, NH3. And what are we going to end up getting is Cu with NH3. Let's take a look at that charge. Let me correct that. We're going to take a look at the charge of copper. Copper's charge is plus 2, so I'm going to need 4 ammonias at the end as well as 4 ammonias at the beginning. If I add up my charges, copper's got plus 2, ammonia's got 0, which means at the end we're going to have plus 2 for our complex ion. It's as easy as that. They all look very, very similar, and just do them the exact same way. Another very famous reaction is when we take excess ammonia and add it to boron trichloride, or sometimes it's boron trifluoride or different things like that. But I have BCl3, boron trichloride, and we're going to add our ligand, our Lewis base, NH3, which would make our BCl3, our Lewis acid. And what are we going to get at the end is BCl3 NH3. And that is our answer, BCl3 and H3. So it takes our trigonal planar shape with a trigonal pyramidal, and it makes a double tetrahedral type shaped molecule. Our week 19 chemical reactions is just as simple. We're going to take nickel 2 nitrate here, a solution, with excess concentrated sodium hydroxide. And it's going to produce a complex ion. So we're going to take our nickel, and nickel is going to be plus 2 here. And we're going to add excess hydroxide, or OH minus. And we're going to end up getting nickel with the hydroxide. We're going to put that in parentheses. And let's take a look at nickel's charge. Nickel's charge is initially plus 2, so we're going to need 4 hydroxides here. Come back, I balance my hydroxide, 4 hydroxides. And let's take a look at my charges. I have plus 2 for the nickel. I have 4 negatives with the 4 hydroxides, which means I'm going to get a -2 overall charge in order to balance out both my atoms and my charges. And the very last reaction of all of our reactions is going to be excess concentrated solution of potassium cyanide is added to a solution of iron 2 chloride. So here I'm going to take iron is going to be +2, and we are going to add our potassium cyanide, and it's excess, so I know I'm going to add this cyanide to it, and that's my ligand or my Lewis base, and I'm going to make Fe with a Cn for cyanide. And let's take a look at iron's charge at the beginning is +2, so how many will I need? I'm going to need 4. And so I have to go back and balance my cyanides, 4 cyanides. Let's take a look at my charges. I have +2 and I have 4 cyanides, which makes a -2 at the beginning, which means what do I need at the end? Nothing more than a -2. Those are all our chemical reactions. So I hope this works out well, and we're going to be reviewing all of them pretty shortly. So have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.